Hey everyone, Lensman Oz and Chilled here for another episode of Caveopolis. Good afternoon, evening, night, morning, sir.
Yeah, how's it going for you?
I'm alright. Actually, it's still night for you, isn't it? Looking at the time.
Yes, it is actually,
Not, not,
9:15 right now,
yeah,
so
not quite morning yet, like some
well,
days.
not quite bedtime yet, so
Alright, so you've been a little busy. I just need to chow down on a sandwich. You've been a little busy in here.
yeah, a little bit after the last one.
Making a soul forge. This is an interesting. What's below here? Is it just the?
It's just 3x3 of soil
Yep.
with the soil in the corners, the stone, the hardened glass, and click it with a flint and steel.
And it gives us the blue flame. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you
Then
said
you gotta have the
there's
souls. Actually,
hardened glass to complete the quest,
there
right?
is actually something in the soul forge for you to
Yep.
pick up.
I did see that. I'm just going to grab this to claim the quest
Yep.
because that was the last item in here that was required. So the soul soil, the 4 hardened glass. And then you've made hardened glass. We have with the skeleton skulls. Soul steel ingot is the thing that is in here.
And that's just putting a piece of ingot of steel in there and letting it cook.
We can now break big sleep.
Hey.
So you literally just put steel in there and just walk away.
Yep. Just like cook oven.
All right. So we do need this stuff for mob farms. So better mob farms to make the prediction matrix CCCs.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we're going to need soul steel. Deep learner needs soul steel. Everything needs soul steel. It's like an Oprah show. So we're going to need to put a bunch of steel in that machine. Do you have a place for it to live yet?
It's not actually piped up, and no, I don't. I haven't made a place for it. I didn't want to pick it up till you were here.
It's okay. We just need a. Is it going to be a compacting
Um,
drawer thing or?
I don't know. I I don't know what. Never seen that
No, it
ingot
doesn't
before.
seem to have one. So let's just
Yeah, just
pop it in
pop
the
it in
drawer then.
next to the. There you go.
Too late. It's in there.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say next to the netherite, but that works.
Well, yeah. Sorry. So do we have
Right.
much steel? We've got a little bit. We need to probably. I'm going to chuck, I don't know, 32 in there. Let's request up some steel. I'll just put it in here. So can you do multiples or is it just a? Yep, cool. That'll take a while. All right. Well, while that processes, obviously we did just unlock the ability to dig deeper, which is cool. I am trying to finish off the steel quest. I have some rosin. Chilled had set up a couple of extra tanks and an extra couple of the arboreal extractors here on this tree, and I took one of the tanks that was full and took it down to where the fractionating still is set up. I find I have to run around a lot and need some sort of speed boost. So I just popped the tank on top of this fractionating still here, gave it a bit of power in the back, and it's outputting items to the bottom and liquid to the right. Now, this will need to change very slightly. If you look in the quest book, the next thing to do is to make crude oil. Oh, I made a compression dynamo too. Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay. Compression dynamo is just a regular compression dynamo recipe. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Nothing that we didn't already have. So yeah, picked up rosin because it's the byproduct from this, and you can't really do much with it except burn it. So yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. There's several things in here that there's nothing you can do with it except burn it.
All right, cool. So it's just burning. It's making heavy oil. Okay, cool. All right. So as it says here, crude oil is a mix of tree oil, water, and biofuel in the alloy mixer. So my next plan is potentially to just get rid of this tank and put the alloy mixer here, and then I need to get water into it. So let me break this for the moment. I'm going to pop an alloy mixer there. Does it require power? It does not. I don't want it to get rosin in it. That's unfortunate. Can't filter your outputs, can you?
You
Might have to put a pipe on it.
could if you put a pipe on it.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do that, but I'll need to filter it somehow. We'll need an upgrade now. What am I looking for? Alloy mixer. Go there. And I have lost the liquid that was in it, but that's okay. The tree fluid can go in there. Nope. Ozzy just made me a server op.
Cool.
I see we're on. I don't know. That's sort of going in there, but sort of not. Cool. So this has tree oil in it. We need to get water and we need to get the biofuel stuff. So water, I was just going to run a terrible bit of piping or make another ender tank. Or do we have sinks in this pack?
No. I don't believe so.
No, that's unfortunate. We would just need to get a aqueous accumulator on it or something, which is doable. But yeah, so one of the things we do need, speaking of this, is we need to get some biofuel. Biofuel, yeah, that's the stuff. So biofuel comes from moss blocks in an eroder. Moss blocks come from moss balls. Moss balls are made in an igneous extruder with lava, water on top of mossy stone. Now, if you see in my inventory here, I do have a few of these items that I potentially will need. So I plan on setting up a little system. I'm going to probably need a few more pipes. I'm going to need, I don't know, maybe a little bit of power over where I need to go. I'm not 100% sure yet. Fragment combiner need power? Nope.
Nope.
Nope, we should be good. Actually, we should be good. So let me just grab a couple more of them. What else do I need? What else do I need? Probably just some buckets. Bucket.
Got plenty of iron.
There's 5 buckets in the system. I'll just take some of them. So I'll grab a bucket of lava. Apparently that was the first time I grabbed a bucket of lava. I'll grab a bucket of water. Alright, so just somewhere over here I was looking, we're going to repurpose this end eroder. So ideally we want to have things combined. So fragment combiner. Do these have sides or can you just extract from them?
The fragment combiner, I just stuck it on wherever and it worked. So.
Okay, so what I might do is put the fragment combiner there and see what happens. Hopefully this will work. And then I want to make the moss balls. So if I get this guy, let's see here. It needs to be on top of the mossy stone. And that needs to be there. And I'm going to need some blocks because reasons. Grab a few of them. Because igneous extruders don't work like they used to. So water, lava, and we're making moss balls. Excellent. I'm going to cover that up. And then I'm going to get a item pipe. I need a few more. Didn't grab enough. Short by 2. Grab a couple of these. And hopefully pipe this directly into this fragment combiner, and on the other end of that, I'm hoping that this works. Wrench. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's working. And it's eroding, and we should get biofuel. And it's got nowhere to go at the moment, I don't think. Let's give it a home. You can have that too. Let's give the biofuel a home, but that's now automated. Done. It's quicker than I thought, actually. Yeah, biofuel can go there. So now all I need to do is get biofuel from here to down there. What's my best way?
Well, since we don't have any ender pearls, do we? No.
No. We need to find some endermen for that.
Well, I would say ender tanks, but you could probably do fluid pipe.
Biofuel is an item. It's a dust looking thing. It's an item. I need to bring an item down to here. And then we also need to put water. So I need to get an aqueous accumulator and a few more fluid pipes and a couple of buckets of water. And then I need to get the biofuel, which is now up in this drawer here above my head. So it's in our network.
Yep. All right.
Let's get an aqueous accumulator going. We have one. Thank you very much. Okay, and then I just need some water. There's water down there, isn't there? Doesn't matter. I'll get it from out here. Cool. And got. We're out of. Oh, no, I'm not out of fluid pipes. Why? Actually, select the fluid pipes would be a good start. Derp. Oops. Okay. So if I go over here, potentially, we'll probably do this here.
Yeah, I was wondering if you didn't want to move these up to where your other machines are,
Can do.
because
We have...
it's easier to run power up there than it would be to bring that stuff this way.
Can do. Can very much do. If you want to get power up there,
I will run you some power.
I'm gonna put my tank back on the side here to get the fluid out of here. Just let this finish doing its thing. And then we'll just have to repair the hole in the floor later. Cool, tree oil's emptying out. Last bit, good. Okay, so I'll pick this guy up, pick the tank up. Come on, come with me. Pick this tank up. Nice. All right, so let's set this up top. Again, this is, I don't know, we need somewhere for it to feed to. We're going to need a few things, obviously. I mean, if we're going to get it all going here, I might just... Can I punch this wall out here a bit?
You punch out as much as you want to, bub.
I don't know what's behind here. Never know what's behind things.
Well, as long as you're not, vein mining, you should be all right.
All right, so ideally we want... We need the fractionating still. And it needs to output its rosin to something. So let's pop an item. So this is going to be really, really messy. Fractionating still there. We're going to want fluid pipe on that side. It's going to want to go to the alloy mixer. Okay, the alloy mixer is going to need water coming in the back or underneath or something. Back's fine. Let's make a aqueous accumulator set up here. Cool. Like that. Righto. Okay, so that's water. I'll just for giggles, I might just put this here and set this to extract. And then I'll get rid of the tank. Well, that doesn't need to connect like that because it's an item. All right, so all this needs is power and then input of this. So, I mean,
All right.
could potentially really uglily do this. Oop. We have resin processing with whatever leftover power is in the setup. Okay, and then all I need to do now is get that biofuel into here. So let's get rid of them. Grab a little bit of biofuel. We've got 2 stacks already, 2 and a bit stacks. Processing quite nicely, isn't it? And then if I take this and put this in here, this does not take power. This one doesn't need power.
Well, that one doesn't. All right.
Nope. It's just literally the fractionating still that'll need power. So it's the back of it or something. This is making crude oil.
All right. Go back up and feed you some power.
So yeah, then all I need to do now is give an input of an input for the biofuel. I mean, I probably could have just moved all that junk from over there over here and connected it up, but I don't know whether we'll need biofuel for something else, so it's probably still worth doing it the way we're doing it. But then, yeah, we just need the output for the rosin. Otherwise, we have crude oil, and I need a bucket of that. That's water. Don't give me water. That's rude. I didn't want water. Which means I'm probably going to need to... Shh, I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
And of course, I'm one freaking energy duck short.
Oops. Hey. And we got it. We got this stuff. Thank you. Bucket of crude oil.
All right. You should have power.
Yep, it's going up. Nice. Very, very nice. And we're making all the crude oil. Oh. And I guess we could use those upgrade blocks and stuff too, right? Because it's a custom machinery block. It's got that extra spot to do an upgrade to make it faster. So that's doable as well. All right. So from crude oil, refined fuel is made from converting heavy and or light oil in a fractionating still. So if I want to make refined fuel, I just need to put another fractionating still here. And sulfur dust is made from light oil in the fractionating still. So this one is crude. Crude goes through a fractionating still to become heavy and light and gives us bitumen or however you want to pronounce it as a byproduct.
Exactly.
So if I had, 3 more fractionating stills? That's ridiculous. We're already making heavy oil down the bottom. And heavy oil makes tar and refined fuel. and light oil makes sulfur and refined fuel. Might be moving our bedroom over here. I need probably flux coil. 2 of them. That's 1, 2, and then the pipes we can do filters on, right?
Once you've got advanced filters, I believe.
So not improved. You've got to
Advanced.
go the way to advanced.
Yeah, I think so.
So is it? This is going to sound funny. Is it better to use the pretty pipes mod for this?
Oh, yeah, you
Because their
probably could.
filters are a little cheaper, aren't they?
I believe so. I'm not sure. I believe.
Let me grab some of these fluid pipes, and then we've got the.
You could dive off into what is it? The one you love so much.
I could, couldn't I? Oh, should I?
That's up to you, Bubba.
Should I do some XNet? It's string, blue dye, redstone, and gold nuggets.
Which I believe we have plenty of.
That's 16 cables. You've started me now. I've already got the controller.
Well, I mean, it's the easier way to filter things, isn't it?
I'm gonna get a second set of them. It's a fantastically easy way of filtering things. Okay, you've now got me convinced. It's time. So at XNet, I need some not advanced blue connectors. I just need blue connectors. I'm gonna need a few of these though. Okay, so I'm gonna need one for the controller, one for each fractionating still. Let's get 2 more. And hope for the best. Okay, where is my controller now? I think I just put it in this chest here. Yes, I did. All right. It's time for some XNet. Wow, that tank of crude is almost full. Okay, so I can pretty much replace everything here with XNet. How am I going to do this? That's not how I wanted to place that. Why are you doing that? Why? Don't know why it's facing that way. It doesn't matter which way it faces, to be honest, but the controller's not going the way I want it to.
All right, server, catch up.
Okay, so right, bear with me, everyone. I'm going to have a bit of a play here really quickly. Just set up some things, and then I'll come back and we'll go through what I've done. Alrighty, so this is what I've come up with. Nothing is programmed yet. It's just literally all in the wall. We've compacted it down as far as we can go. I'll probably make a facade or something to cover this up, so we've got bits and pieces and everything clean and tidy and neat. I'm making neat stuff, Chilled. What's going on?
Oh no, it's kind of weird. I'm surprised.
I'm not feeling all right, okay? All right.
Am I rubbing off a little bit?
No, I just love using XNet. It's got to be all compact. So there is still some liquids and stuff in these machines and some items that we need to go from when I first hooked it up. So we've got 4 fractionating fractionating stills and the alloy mixer. Also behind in here we found out that the pipes mod doesn't connect to XNet, so we've had to use a flux cell back here. So power's going into the controller, I think. No, what? I've had
It's
to move
coming
things.
into
So
the
it has.
top of the cell.
Yeah, I'll be able to. I've put power in to the. But what I mean is the controller. We've had to actually give it power. As soon as it's got power, we'll be okay because then I can program it. But that's fine. So it's charged, and we'll then pull power from the XNet setup. We've got our accuracy accumulator back here, and we've got a slave for the draw controller, so it'll be able to pull any items or push any items back into the drawers and keep everything neat and tidy. So first things first, let's deal with power. I'm going to use channel 8 for power, so XNet energy we're going to create. We are going to pull power here, so extract from here, and we're going to insert power into all the items that need it. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So that all of these machines will be getting power, including the controller, because it's now relying on its own programming. So if it ever goes flat, we're in trouble. But it's now extracting everything from here and inserting it where it needs to. The next thing I want to set up, oh, now you're making it pretty. You missed one. The next thing I want to set up, where is it seeing that dynamic? Oh, it's that dynamic tank, my bad. I want to put the water into the alloy mixer. So we'll do that on its own. I'll make a fluid channel here. We'll have a couple of fluid channels actually. But I want to do from aqueous accumulator, extract, to this some machine block, I think is the one. Create insert. So that should put water in here. There we go. So the alloy mixer on this is called some machine block. You can double click it and it'll highlight it. It just doesn't understand what it is. So it can still work with it. It just doesn't quite understand it. Now I could also sit here and go, I want to make sure that this only uses water. That should work. Question mark? Cool. So next thing is, we need to get biofuel into the alloy mixer. So I am going to actually grab one of them and we are going to set up a item channel. And here I'm going to extract biofuel and then I'm going to insert it into here. So that's slowly filling up. I can set this to be a stack. So it'll always stay full. Always stay full of biofuel. Can I do this? Nope, it's cool. So it's extracting biofuel and placing it into this device. So this will now create crude oil. So let's jump back to this fractionating still. We're going to take the resin from this tank into this fractionating still and output the tree oil and the rosin to where it needs to go. So again, we're going to go with the fluid. I wonder if I can do this. Let's just make another fluid one here. Create. We're going to extract from here. And I need to know which one's which. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. So it'll go into this one here. Insert. So it is now getting resin from this tank and placing it in here. And this is giving us tree oil and rosin. We are going to take the rosin from this fractionating still. I'm going to make another. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Delete that one. We want to make another item. And I'm going to extract from this stack at a time, and we're going to insert into the drawer controller. So any of the rosin that's in here will go into the drawers. Done. Out of the way. And we're going to do that with other byproducts as well. So we are now producing tree oil and rosin. Rosin's going in the drawers. Tree oil is building up in the machine. Tree oil now needs to go into this alloy mixer. So let's, using the fluid, let's see if we can. Let's see if we can extract from here and insert into here. I wonder if this will work. It may not because of reasons. Because I've got this one set as only a filtering water bucket. So if I extract from there and put into here, it should fill up the tree oil as required. Cool. So we've got water, we've got tree oil, we've got biofuel, and it's making crude oil. I now want the crude oil to go from here to here. So this one down here was, what's this one? Is it the same? It's this one here, right? Cool. So we're going to take crude oil from here and place it into, is that one? Yes, that one. Cool. Let's, again, it's wasteful and I can compact it later. So this one will be an insert and this one will be an extract. Crude oil. Crude oil is now getting processed. So it'll extract crude oil from here, place it into here. I do have this tank full of crude oil as well, somewhere hiding, maybe. Where did I put that? Anyway, doesn't matter. Maybe I broke it and it's gone. It's fine. It's only oil. It's okay. Cool. So we've got crude oil processing from here to here. It's giving us bitumen, however you want to pronounce it, and heavy and light oil. Let's deal with the item, same as here. We're going to set up an extract, but we're going to need, I don't know where that's gone. That's probably gone in the drawer somewhere. Oh no, you've already got bitumen as a drawer, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So any of that will now be going into here. Nice. So I need this to build up just enough that I've got a bucket of heavy and light, I think. Unless I can go oil. Can I drag from here? We will find out in just a second. So this one, cool. This one here, I want to insert into this one. Needs to be another fluid. Yeah, is that one right? Yeah, cool. If I create an insert here and go heavy oil. No. Can I do heavy oil bucket? No, it's unfortunate. I cannot, without getting a bucket of that thing, I can't filter it, which is a pain. Again, good thing I've got it on its own channel, because I'd like to do this one channel extract from here. Extract from here into here. We're going to extract from here and put into these two. But I'd like to filter it. So I do need this to run more to get us more oil of each, and then work through a bucket of oil here. Oh no, look, here's my tank. It's in my inventory. Stop looking, everyone. I found it. Goodness me. Let's see. We've got like 16 buckets of crude oil in the system processed. I don't know how quickly this resin's going to burn through, but it's just processing away. I mean, eventually we'll be able to augment these machines. We've got 720 light oil, but you can see the outputs here. We're going to get light and heavy oil. We probably need, I need refined fuel as a bucket. That's cool. So each of these items, each of these liquids is going to give us different things. Killed a blaze, huh? Someone did. Where'd you find a blaze? Oh, you've gone down deeper, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm all the way down. I'm standing on top of deep slate right now. So
nice. So, all right, I'm gonna put another cut in So I don't want to burn all of the episode showing bits and pieces here. I'm just going to wait until this builds up enough, and then I'll put the 2 liquids into these, and I'll come back when that's ready. Alrighty, now that we're back from a server crash, which apparently was server operator error. Anyway, sorry Aussie, I'm picking on you now. Right, back to setting up the final piece of our processing here. For the moment, I've just dropped a fluid tank at the back here. We'll swap this out with probably an ender tank at some point, and Chill will probably make a dynamic tank somewhere for the refined fuel. So this is now processed heavy, and all the things are happening. Heavy and light. We're getting refined fuel. I have a bucket of refined fuel. And now that we've had to restart, I've lost the page I was on. The only other thing to do, one, we need to make an ender chest, but I need to pick up some sulfur dust, and that will complete that part of the quest. So last thing, we need to extract the items out of these 2 fractionating stills, and this is the item channel, and we need to insert them into here. So I'm just going to set these up as an extract, and that one's as an extract, and that should pull the tar balls and the sulfur dust, if the sulfur dust has somewhere to go. Sulfur dust, what's it used for? Making gunpowder, fuel, sulfur dioxide, making it into crystals, cured rubber. Yeah, so I'm just going to give it a normal draw somewhere, maybe just over here. So that'll give that somewhere to put it. That should extract that other bit of sulfur out of there. Very nice. And then all we need to do now is, I've got this one here, the basic fluid tank, set up to insert refined fuel. I'm going to pop that in there for now. And then let me see about setting here. We're going to extract from here. And that should insert the refined fuel into here. And I mean, I could double check this just to make sure that it's actually going to extract the right stuff always, instead of maybe trying to pick up another fluid. But that's a finished setup. Again, I used a lot more channels than I normally would. Not quite as efficient as I could be, and I could compact a lot of this down now. For example, I could use this channel here for that one I just set up, so that insert and extract, etc. And maybe even this one, we could almost squish all of it down. Oh no, we've got this here. But I could compact this down a fair bit more from what I'm doing. But long and short, we've gone from resin, which I probably don't need that 3rd tank at the top there now, so we can probably get rid of that. Of course, it falls in the floor. I can't pick it up. That's how things roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then eventually, once we put the ender tank back here, we'll be able to close this whole wall up, and it'll be all nice and neat and tidy. But looking at the time, I am over wrapping up point. Things are all nice and ready to go for next episode. Chilled has made something down here, a bedrock infuser. Must be placed on bedrock. What does this do?
I'm assuming it makes
Turns deep
bedrock
slate
fragment
into bedrock fragments, and bedrock fragments are used, the next level of upgrades, and to make flux dust. So we have flux networks in this one, so we'll be able to do some wireless power, which will be fantastic. Yeah, that'll definitely help things out. I mean, you've just run cables everywhere for us, but we'll be able to clean some of that up and go from there. But get rid of some of these pipes and stuff everywhere. But that's a cool little place to stop. I'm gonna dump this in here and potentially get rid of all these things in my inventory. I have a crude oil bucket, that's fine. Nice. So thank you again for joining me, sir.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Leave those comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always,
Everybody have a good one.
everyone have that good one. See you.